Hi students, today we are going to see a remaining sums in the concept 4, and today is the last class for this concept. At the same time, the last class for this chapter also, right? We are going to complete this chapter, right? Okay. Fourth concept, what is the name of the concept? Pythagoras theorem. With the help of a statement of Pythagoras theorem, right? We are going to find or we are going to prove whatever they are asking, right? Okay. Sum number 9, already we have completed some 8 sums. Sum number 9, the given figure. In the given figure, right, BL and CM are the medians of a triangle right angle at A. BL and CM, right? BL and CM are the medians. That means L is a midpoint of AC and M is a midpoint of AB, right? L is a midpoint of BL is median means then L is a midpoint of AC. Then how we can write? CL is equal to LA and CL is equal to half of AC, right? CM are the medians of then right angle at A, right? In triangle ABC, right angle at A. So we are having a right angle triangle. So how many right angle triangles we are having? See, we are having 3 right angle triangle, right? A, B, L is nothing but one right angle triangle. Second right angle triangle is nothing but A, B, C is nothing but right angle triangle. And we are having one more right angle, that is nothing but A, M, C is nothing but right angle triangle. So we are having 3 right angle triangle, right? We are having 3 right angle triangles, right angle at A, right? So with the help of Pythagoras theorem property, we are going to prove whatever they are asking. Okay. So what we want to prove? 4 times of BL square plus CM square is equal to 5BC square. 4 times of BL square plus CM. So BL is nothing but in triangle, right angle triangle ABL, right? So we need BL square, right? We need BL square. So I'm just going to take a right angle triangle ABL, right? Next is CM. CM is nothing but hypotenuse side of triangle, right triangle AMC, right? CM is nothing but inside AMC. And side BC is nothing but, right, BC square is nothing but, so BC is nothing but in triangle, right angle triangle ABC, and BC is nothing but hypotenuse side. So we are needed the 3 sides of a, right, sorry, not 3 sides, 3 right angle triangle, all 3 right angle triangle we are needed. So by using Pythagoras theorem property, we are going to prove that 4 times of BL square plus CM square is equal to 5 times of BC square. So given, what is the given? M is the midpoint of AB, right? M is the midpoint of AB and L is the midpoint of AC, right? L is the midpoint of. To prove 4 times of BL square plus CM square is equal to 5 times of BC square. Proof. So we are having 3 right angle triangle. In right triangle ABC, right? In right triangle ABC, right? AC square is equal to AB square plus, BC is the hypotenuse. In right triangle ABC, BC is the hypotenuse. So BC square is equal to AB square plus AC square. Take it as equation number 1. Next, in right triangle ABL, right? In right triangle ABL. Why I am just taking all the 3 right angle triangles? See, because we are needed the 3 BL, CM and BC. All 3 we are needed. So all 3 is nothing but belongs to 3 triangles, right? So second right angle triangle is nothing but in ABL, right? BL is hypotenuse. So BL square is equal to AB square plus AL square. AB square plus AL square. Take this equation number 2. Next, third equation is something, third right angle triangle is something but AMC. In AMC, right? In AMC, not L. In right triangle AMC, CM square is equal to, CM is the hypotenuse for right triangle AMC. CM square is equal to AM square plus AL square. CA square, right? Or AC square, right? CM square is equal to AM square. Take this equation number 3, right? Now see that BL square plus CM square. BL square CM square. That is, I'm just adding this equation 2 and 3. See the LHS. BL square plus CM square. And BC square it is in RHS. While we are taking to the LHS, it will become minus BC square, right? So I'm just whatever we are needed, how we are needed. From that I'm just doing, right? So see, I'm just adding this equation 2 and 3 and subtracting the equation 1, adding equation 2 and 3 because BL square plus CM square minus BC square, right? Minus BC square. So just adding this equation 2 and 3 and subtracting equation number 1. So BL square plus CM square minus BC square is equal to, just add this 2 equation and subtract the third equation number 1, right? In RHS, AB square plus AL square plus AM square plus AC square minus AB square plus AC square, right? Just multiply minus inside. So minus AB square minus AC square. Any like terms are there to simplify? See, plus AB square minus AB square will get cancelled, right? Next AC square plus AC square minus AC square will get cancelled. Still what we are having? We are having that AL square plus AM square alone. So BL square plus EM square minus BC square is equal to AL square plus AM square. See, I'm just going to convert this AL and AM in terms of AC and AB, right? In terms of AC and AB. How I'm just going to convert means, already we know that L is a midpoint of AC and M is the midpoint of AB. So shall I write the AL is nothing but AC divided by 2. AL is equal, right? AL is equal to AC divided by 2, and AM is nothing but AB divided by 2. Side AB divided by 2. I'm just writing here, right? So instead of AL, what I'm writing, AC divided by 2, AC divided by 2 the whole square, plus AM is nothing but AB by 2. So AB divided by 2 the whole square. Just apply the square, it will become, what is it? AC square divided by 4 plus AB square divided by 4, right? AC square divided by 4. I'm just taking the LCM, so denominators are same. So taking LCM, what is it? AC square plus AB square divided by 4, right? So what is it? AC square plus AB square. See that equation? AC square plus AB square is equal to BC square. AC square plus AB. So from equation 1, instead of this AC square plus AB square, shall I write BC square? Already we are having, right? So BC square, right? So just do that, just taking this BC minus BC square to the RHS, minus BC square will become plus BC square. Just bringing the like terms to the RHS. So what is it? BC square divided by 4 plus BC square. Just do the cross multiply. So BC square plus 4 BC square divided by 4, right? So BC square plus 4 BC square is nothing but 5 BC square, right? 5 BC square divided by 4. Taking this 4 to the LHS, 4 times of BL square plus BM square is equal to 5 times of BC square. Hence it is easy, very easy, right? So see, simple, very simple, right? While we are seeing this proof, somewhat it will be somewhat bigger, but while you are understanding, it will be very easy. See, we are just seeing the proof. What we want to prove? We want to prove 4 times of BL square plus CM square is equal to 5 times of BC square. So we are having right angle triangles. With the help of right angle triangle property, we are just writing the 3 equations, and what we are needed. Based on that, we just substituting and simplifying. We are getting directly, we are getting the solutions. Understood? Next, sum number 10. Sum number 10. Find the length of the diagonal. Find the length of the diagonal of the rectangle, right? Here, rectangle BCD. So BCDE is nothing but rectangle. BCDE is nothing but rectangle. We want to find the diagonal. So we want to find the diagonal BD. We want to find, right? If angle BCA, this angle, right? BCA is equal to angle DCF. This angle. These two angles are equal, right? They have given that angle BCA is equal to angle DCF. AC is equal to, right? AC is equal to 6 meter. AC is equal to 6 meter, and CF is nothing but 12 meter. CF is nothing but 12 meter. We want to find the diagonal BD. So they have given that, what is it? Angle A is nothing but right angle. Angle F is also right angle, right? And already we know the property of rectangle. What is the property of rectangle? Yes, all the 4 angles of a rectangle is nothing but 90 degree. All the 4 angles of a rectangle is nothing but 90 degree. So angle B is also 90 degree. Angle C is also 90 degree. Angle D is 90 degree, and angle E is also 90 degree, right? So here, then angle C is nothing but right angle, right? Angle C is nothing but right angle. Angle C is nothing but right angle, right? So first I am just going to find the angle, these 2 angles, right? How I am just going to find means, see, already they have given that angle BCA, this angle will be equal to this angle. I am just assuming that this angle is nothing but X. I am just assuming that let angle BCA is equal to X. Angle CFD, right? CFD or DCF is also, what is it? X. I'm just assuming that these 2 angles is equal to X degree, right? So we know that this is nothing but AF is nothing but line, right? Sum of the angle in a line is nothing but linear paraction, that is equal to 180 degree. So sum of these 3 angle is equal to 180 degree. That is angle BCA plus angle BCD plus angle DCF. This 3 angle is equal to 180 degree, right? Linear pair axiom. BCA plus BCD plus DCF is equal to 180. What is BCA? I have assumed that X, and DCF is nothing but X. And we know that angle BCD is nothing but 90 degree. How we know that? because they have given that BCDE is nothing but rectangle. BCDE is nothing but rectangle. So 4 angles, right? Angle of a rectangle is nothing but 90 degrees, right? So we know that angle BCD is equal to 90 degrees, right? Just taking this 90 degree to the RHS, right? 2x plus 90 degrees is equal to 180 degree. Just taking this 90 to the RHS, then 2x is equal to 90 degree. Just take 2 to the RHS, x by x is equal to 90 by 2, then x is equal to 45 degree. So here x is equal to 45 degree. This is 45 degree, then this also will be, what is it? 45 degree. Now we got it. What is it? Angle, therefore angle BCA, right? Therefore angle BCA is equal to angle DCF is equal to 45 degree. Now we got the angle 45 degree, right? So actually why we are finding these angles means, actually what we are needed, we need the length of BD, right? We need the length of BD. That only we want to find. So how we are going to find means very simple. How we are going to find means, see, BCD is nothing but triangle, right? BCD is a rectangle. While I am just drawing the diagonal, now we got a triangle, right? BCD is a triangle. That is also right angle triangle, right? Right angle triangle. So if it is a right angle triangle, and if we want to find one side of a right angle triangle, then only one possible alone. What is the possible? By using the Pythagoras theorem property, right? In a right angle triangle, right? If you want to find any side of a one side, any side or one side of a right angle triangle, then by using the Pythagoras theorem property alone. So for that also we are having a condition. What is that? We are having three sides. We are having three sides. Among the three sides, we want to know the two sides of the right angle triangle, then only we can find the third side, right? Then only we can find the third side. So first we want to find then only we want to find the then only it is possible to find the third side. So first we need the two sides of a triangle, right angle triangle. There is right angle triangle BCD. First we want to find BC and CD. So how we are going to find BC and CD? See, BC is nothing but a side of a right angle triangle ABC. BC is nothing but a side of a right angle triangle ABC, and CD is nothing but a side of a right angle triangle CDF. CFD or CDF, right? In right angle triangle CDF, CD is nothing but a side, right? Yeah, side. So we are going to find the side. How we are going to find? We are having only one side. See, suppose if ABC is a right angle triangle, ABC is a right angle triangle, we know the side of AC. I told you already. See, if you want to find a side of a right angle triangle, at least we want to know the side length of the side of two sides, length of the two sides of a right angle triangle, length of the two sides. But we know only one side alone. How? Now I'm just going to find the second side. Then by using the Pythagoras theorem property, I'm just going to find the third side. How I'm just going to find means, see, very simple. This is a right angle triangle. You see that this is 45 degree, right? And this is 90 degree. And what is the angle of B? See that this is 45 degree and this is 90 degree, and what is the angle of this one? This also will be a 45 degree, right? This is also, say, 90, 45, 135 plus 45. Sum of three angles of a right triangle is equal to 180 degree. So this is 45 degree and this also will be 45 degree. Same like that, this is a right angle triangle, right? CDF is a right angle triangle. If angle C is 45 degree, angle F is 90 degree, and what is angle D? Angle D is also, what is it? 45 degree. This is also, what is it? 45 degree, right? And moreover, from this angle, we are coming to the conclusion, triangle ABC, right? Triangle ABC is a right angle triangle. At the same time, two angles are equal. Angle B and angle C is equal to 45 degree. Then we can say that triangle ABC is a isosceles right angle triangle. Isosceles right angle triangle. If the AC is nothing but 6 meter, surely then AB is also, what is it? 6 meter. Now we know the sides, right? Two sides of a right angle triangle. By using the Pythagoras theorem property, we can find the third side. Same like that in triangle CDF also, right? We know only one side, CF alone, right? And we know the three angles, right? One is nothing but 45 degree, angle C. Angle D is also 45 degree, and angle F is nothing but 90 degree. So this is a isosceles right angle triangle. If CF is 12 meter, and surely this DF is also 12 meter, right? If we know these two sides, then by using Pythagoras theorem property, we can find the CD. Same thing here, we can find AB. If you know if you know BC and if you know CD, right, then we can find the BD by using the Pythagoras theorem property. right? One by one we are finding. Understood? See, simply only one thing alone they have given that, right? They have given that these two angles are equal and this is nothing but rectangle, this is nothing but rectangle. So first I'm just finding this angles are I'm just finding this angle is equal to 45 degree by using the linear pair axiom. And this is 45 degree and this also will be 45 degree because sum of three angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. So this is also 45. If this is 45, angle B is 45 and angle C is 45, then ABC is nothing but isosceles right angle triangle. If AC is nothing but 6 meter they have given, then AB is also 6 meter. Understood? You have to understand, right? So here just come to the simplification. And also angle ABC, right? Angle ABC is nothing but 45 degree and CDF is equal to 45 degree. Therefore triangle ABC and triangle CDF is an isosceles triangle, isosceles right triangle or isosceles triangle, right? Isosceles triangle. If these two are isosceles triangle, then AC is equal to 6 meter, then AB is also. If AC equal to 6 meter, then AB is also what is it? 6 meter. If CF is nothing but 12 meter, then DF is also 12 meter, right? Then by using that, in right triangle ABC, BC square is equal to AB square plus AC square. What is AB? 6 meter. So 6 square plus AC is nothing but 6 square. 6 square 36, 36 plus 36, 72. BC square is equal to 72. BC square is equal to 72. Then square root of BC square is equal to square root of 72. Square root will get cancelled. Square root of 72 is nothing but 6 root 2 meter. Now we got the side BC is equal to 6 root 2 meter. Next, in right triangle, right? Now we have found the side BC is nothing but 6 root 2 meter, right? 6 root 2 meter, and this is nothing but BC is equal to 6 root 2 meter. Next I'm just going to find the CD, right? How I am just going to find the CD? In right triangle CDF, right? In right triangle CDF, CD square is equal to CF square plus FD square, right? CD square is equal to CF square plus DF square. CF is nothing but 12 meter. 12 square plus DF is nothing but 12 square. So 12 square is nothing but 144 plus 144, 288. Taking square root on both sides. Square root of CD square is equal to square root of 288. While we are taking that prime factorization, CD is equal to 12 root 2 meter. Now we got the length of CD and BC, right? So from these two measurements, we can find the diagonal of a rectangle, right? In right triangle BCD, right? In right triangle BCD, BD square is equal to BC square plus CD square. BC square is nothing but BC is equal to 6 root 2 meter. So 6 root 2 square plus CD square is nothing but 12 root 2. So 12 root 2 the whole square. Just apply the square root will get cancelled. 6 square 36, 36 into 2, 72. Plus 12 root 2 the whole square is nothing but 288. While we adding these two, we'll get 360. BD square is equal to 360. Then square root of BD is equal to 6 root 2 root 10 meter. Therefore, the length of the diagonal of a rectangle BD is equal to, right? The diagonal of a rectangle is equal to 6 root 10 meter. Understood? Very easy thing. But you have to understand how we are finding what are things we are needed. Next sum, last sum number 11, and very important sum, right? Very important. Not only this one alone, actually every sum are important alone, right? I have chosen that the important sums and important sums alone I have chosen. I'm just teaching, right? Okay, sum number 11, in an equilateral triangle, last sum of this concept and the last sum of this chapter also, right? Today we are going to complete the triangle chapter also, right? Okay. In an equilateral triangle, right? In an equilateral triangle ABC, D is a point. They didn't give the diagram. We have to draw the diagram. So ABC is nothing but equilateral triangle, and D is a point on side BC. D is a point on side BC such that BD is equal to 1 by 3 of BC. 1 by 3 of BC. Prove that. We want to prove that 9AD square is equal to 7AB square. 9AD square is equal to 7AB square. Right? Given. Actually, they didn't say that any right angle triangle, right? Nothing is there. Only they have given that it is a ABC is nothing but an equilateral triangle. ABC is a equilateral triangle. D is a point on side BC. That's all, right? And they have given one more clue also. What is that? BD is equal to 1 by 3 of BC. That's all. That is a given, right? So we want to prove that 9AD square is equal to 7AB square. Square is coming. So what is that? By using the Pythagoras theorem property alone, we can prove that 9AD square is equal to 7AB square. So for that, what I am just doing means I am just constructing, right? I am just constructing AE perpendicular to BC. Just draw AE perpendicular to BC and join AD and join AD, right? Now we are having a triangles, right angle triangle. How many right angle triangle we are having? 3 right angle triangle, right? See, triangle, right triangle, AEC, one right angle triangle, AED, one right angle triangle, AEB, third right triangle. We are having 3 right angle triangles, right? So by using the Pythagoras theorem property, we can prove. So here AD square and AB square, AD and AB. So which two triangle I'm just going to choose? AD. So ADE, side AD is coming in the triangle ADE. So I'm just going to take the triangle ADE, and next AB. So AB is nothing but AB, the side AB is in triangle AB. I'm just going to choose these two triangles alone, right? I'm just going to choose these two right angle triangles alone, and by using the Pythagoras theorem property, I'm just going to find. Okay, and already we know the property in a triangle, in an equilateral triangle, not in triangle, right? Not in all the triangles, only in a equilateral triangle. If you draw a perpendicular lines, then the perpendicular line will be act as a median, right? So here in equilateral triangle alone, there is no different perpendicular, there is no different lines, right? We are having the same line. The same line will be called it as perpendicular line, altitude, right, or median, right? Both will be the same line. So if you are drawing the altitude, then it will be act as a median, right? So here AE is nothing but median. If AE is a median, then E is the midpoint of BC. So BE is equal to EC. But by using the property, just mention the property and you can say that what is it? E is the midpoint of BC, or AE is nothing but median, B equal to BC. You can prove that. Otherwise, see here in this question, they are choosing these two triangles and they are proving that these two triangles are which two triangle? AEB and AEC, right? AEC, these two triangles they are choosing and proving that these two triangles are congruent. If these two triangles are congruent, then the corresponding parts of a congruent triangles are equal, right? So in triangle AB and triangle AEC, right, AB is equal to AC because two sides are equal, right? In an equal triangle, AB equal to AC, right? Triangle ABC is an equal triangle. And angle AEB is nothing but 90 degree and angle AEC is nothing but 90 degree. And AE is common for both the triangle, right? The side AE is common for both the triangle. So AE is equal to AE. So by which property these two triangles are congruent? Right angle, hypotenuse and side, right? Side of a right angle triangle. So by RHS congruence rule, these two triangles are congruent. If these two triangles are congruent, then we can say that BE is equal to EC. BE is equal to EC by CPCT. See, actually, we don't want to prove that these two triangles are congruent. Directly we can say by writing the property in an equilateral triangle, if we draw the perpendicular line, right, then the perpendicular line will be the median of triangle ABC. If AE is median, then we can say that BE is equal to EC. Directly we can write it, right? We are having two options, right? Directly we can write it by writing the property, directly we can write it, or by proving these two triangles are congruent, then we can say B is equal to EC, right? We are having two ways, right? You can go with any way, no problem. I'm just showing the ways. What are the ways? We are having that this B is equal to EC. Both will be equal, right? I'm just showing the ways, right? Okay, if B is equal to EC, I'm just writing in terms of BC, right? I'm just writing in terms of BC. So B is equal to EC is equal to half of BC. BE or EC will be half of the BC, right? So see in a triangle, right? In right triangle, right? What we want to prove that? We want to prove that AD square and AB square. Only AD and AB alone coming, right? AD and AB. Suppose if you are having that DE or BE, right? DE or BE. So first I am just going to convert in terms of BC. Why I am just converting in terms of BC means, see that BC is equal to AB. BC is equal to AB. If you are having in terms of BC, then we can convert into the AB, right? Only we are having what is it? AB and AD alone, right? AB and AD alone. So just we are having that one side BE and DE. In right triangle ABE, we are having the side BE. In right triangle ADE, we are having DE, right? I'm just converting this BE and DE in terms of BC. Why I'm just converting in terms of BC means, already we know that BC is equal to AB, right? BC is equal to AB. If you are converting in terms of BC, and whenever we are needed in terms of AB, directly you can just convert, right? Because why BC is equal to AB? ABC is nothing but equilateral triangle, right? All the three sides are equal, right? So I'm just converting. BE is equal to EC is equal to 1 by 2 of BC. Still we are having BD, right? BD is equal. They have given that BD is equal to what is it? 1 by 3 of BC. BD is equal to 1 by 3 of BC given, right? BD is equal to 1 by 3 of BC. Still what I want to convert, I want to find DE alone. I want to find DE. I'm just converting this DE in terms of BC. So DE is equal to BE minus BD, right? BE minus BD. So BE minus BE. In the BE, just remove the BD, you will get the DE, right? So DE is equal to BE minus BD. So what is BE? Already we have found it. BE in terms of BC, 1 by 2 of BC. And BD is something they have given that, the question answer they have given that BD is equal to 1 by 3 of BC, right? 1 by 3 of BC. Just do the cross, take the LCM and just do the cross multiply. So what is it? 3 into BC minus 2 into BC divided by 2 into 3, 6. 3 BC minus 2 BC is nothing but BC. 3 BC minus 2 BC is nothing but BC by 6. So we got D is equal to BC by 6. At the same time, B also, what is B is also, what is it? We have find it 1 by, in terms of BC, right? 1 by 2 of BC, right? Now we are having in terms of, what is it? B, 1 by, in terms of BC, D is also in terms of BC, B is also in terms of BC, right? Now by using the Pythagoras theorem property, I am just going to prove. In right triangle AED, right? In right triangle AED, AD square is equal to AE square plus DE square. AE square plus DE square. In right triangle AEB, right? In right triangle AEB, AB square is equal to AE square plus BE square. Take it as equation number 2, right? See, actually what we want to prove, we want to prove that AD square is equal to 7AB square. 9AD square equal to 7AB square. Well, we are just bringing this AB square to the LHS, AD square minus AB square, right? So I am just going to subtract AD square minus AB square, right? Equation 1 minus equation 2, right? Then only we'll get AD square minus AB square. So equation 1 minus equation 2, that is AD square minus AB square is equal to AE square plus DE square minus AE square plus BE square, right? Just multiply minus inside. So minus AE square minus BE square plus AE square minus AE square will get cancelled. Remaining what is that? DE square minus BE square. Already we have find it DE in terms of BC. Just substitute DE is equal to BC by 6. DE is equal to BC by 6. So before substituting this DE square, I am just bringing this AB square to the RHS because I am just going to convert this all the three terms, right? AB square, DE square and BE square. This all the three terms in terms of BC, right? So just taking this AB square to the RHS will become plus. So AB square plus DE square minus BE square. What is AB square? AB is nothing but what is it? AB is equal to BC, right? AB is equal to BC. So BC square plus D, I have find it D is equal to BC by 6. So BC by 6 the whole square minus, what is BE? Already we have find it BE is nothing but 1 by 2 of BC. BE is nothing but 1 by 2 of BC. Substitute here. So BC by 2 the whole square, right? Apply the squares inside. So AD square is equal to BC square plus BC by 6 the whole square minus BC by 2 the whole square. Apply the square. So BC square plus BC square divided by 6 square 36 minus BC square by 4, 2 square 4, right? Taking LCM, 36 and for 36 and 4 taking LCM, what is 36 comma 4? 36 comma 4 is equal to 36 LCM. So just taking 36, right? So 36 into 1, 36 BC square plus BC square, 4 into 9, 36. So into 9. So 9 BC square divided by 36. So all our like terms simplify. 36 plus BC square, 37 BC square, 37 minus 9 BC square, that is 28 BC square. 28 BC square divided by 36. Both are in the same multiple. 4 multiples, 9 times, 7 times. So 7 BC square divided by 9. AD square is equal to 7 BC square divided by 9, right? Taking this 9 to the LHS, 9 AD square is equal to 7 BC square. But already we know that BC is equal to AB because ABC is an equilateral triangle. All the three sides are equal. So instead of BC, you can substitute AB. So 9 AD square is equal to 7 AB square. Hence, it is. Understood? Very easy, right? And today we have completed the chapter, right? Still we are having one more chapter alone, that is in the limit construction. That is also a very easy chapter alone, right? And please practice more number of sums based on this all the 4 concepts, right? While you are seeing the diagram, see, when they ask you to prove means first of all you have to come to the conclusion, and the question is from the which concept, whether concept 1 or concept 2 or concept 3 or concept 4. You have to determine the question from this question is nothing but from which concept, right? And based on that, right, based on that you can use the property. See, we have we saw the properties for each concept separately. So based on that you can apply the property and you can prove or you can find whatever they are asking, right? Thank you.